What began as a playful jest between two loved ones blossomed into a shared adventure, igniting a spark of curiosity between Daniel and Sophie. Their usual movie nights turned from mere entertainment to dialogues that revolved around identity and expression. Amongst the flickering images on the screen, Sophie would tease Daniel about his potential to grace the ballroom as a beautiful woman, a sentiment that made both of them chuckle. Yet with each passing mention, the underlying curiosity lingered, teasing the edges of their comfort zone. They navigated this conversation artfully, understanding that the essence of their union thrived on honesty and exploration of dreams, no matter how unconventional they seemed. When Sophie quietly confessed her long-held desire to help someone navigate a full makeover, it ignited a thread of inspiration within Daniel. His admission of wanting to experience that transformation himself swung open a hidden door in their marriage, leading them into uncharted territory. Instead of rapid laughter, a poignant silence enveloped them, filled with understanding and possibilities, while Sophie took his hand gently, prompting an unspoken agreement that would redefine their relationship. Together, they began to craft a thrilling plan that would take them beyond the ordinary confines of their lives. An invitation to a charity masquerade gala arrived like a beacon, urging Daniel and Sophie to bring their brewing plan to fruition. Excitement bubbled as they found themselves matched in the idea of disguising in a world where they were unknown. They embarked on weekend escapades, stepping into boutiques filled with shimmering gowns and glamorous accessories. Daniel marveled at the elegance of the gowns, feeling the fabric drape across him like art, evolving from a concept of playfulness to heartfelt appreciation. The pair selected complementary emerald green gowns that spoke to both their personalities, sealing the notion that their adventure was as profound as it was stylish. As the day of transformation dawned, both felt a mixture of nerves and freedom, preparing for an experience akin to a wedding. Visiting the salon, they embraced the warm welcome of stylists eagerly assisting them in their metamorphosis. The anticipation of delicate hands curling their hair was filled with laughter and muted excited whispering. As Daniel caught glimpses of himself becoming the woman he had always wondered about, illuminated by the skilled touch of the stylist, he felt a new layer of self-discovery enveloping him, each pin and curl whispering promises of acceptance and joy. On this night, they wouldn't just be attending a gala, they would be celebrating the beauty of authentic self-expression together. The next chapter unfolded with manicures, a seemingly simple act that would unveil layers of self-exploration. Daniel, initially bracing himself for self-consciousness, instead became captivated by the intricate process that lay before him. As the nail technician meticulously prepared the natural nail, applied tips, shaped, built acrylic, and polished to perfection, Daniel's fascination grew. The soft nude he chose, adorned with a subtle shimmer, perfectly complemented Sophie's slightly deeper pearl finish. Flexing his fingers with a newfound appreciation, he was surprised to utter, "They're beautiful," embracing this transformational experience. Sophie's grin broadened in response. "They're yours now." Her words lingered in the air, echoing Daniel's realization of how this moment was more than aesthetics, it was an awakening. Suddenly, Sophie shifted gears, her eyes twinkling with mischief. "I was thinking, would you ever consider getting your ears pierced?" The question hung between them, and Daniel's heartbeat quickened. This wasn't just about nails, it was an invitation to embrace his identity. He blinked in surprise, recalling past hesitations, yet as he gazed at his polished nails, he felt a shift. "Maybe today is one day," he finally said, and the promise of change ignited the air. At the piercing studio, the bright atmosphere grew reassuring as the piercer outlined the process with care. Daniel, surprising even himself, made a bold choice. "I'd like 2 piercings in each ear." The thrill of authenticity surged within him as the tiny titanium studs nestled against his skin. Instinctively reaching toward his new adornments, he caught himself, relishing the sensation of having truly stepped into this new version of himself. Wrapped in Sophie's congratulatory embrace, the weight of pride filled the space between them. Back home, a shared makeup routine marked another layer of bonding. As Sophie guided him through each step, primer, foundation, subtle contour, warm blush, Daniel felt a transformation take place, reflected in the mirror. This wasn't about becoming someone else, it was about unveiling a self he had denied. As the moment of culmination neared, the room fell into a hushed anticipation. Their gowns, elegant and serene, hung in the air like promises waiting to be fulfilled. Sophie gently fastened the tiny buttons down the back of Daniel's dress, a collaborative act that spoke of trust and intimacy. Stepping into matching heels and adding delicate jewelry, they placed their masks beside the door, signaling readiness. Approaching the full-length mirror, Daniel paused, taking in the elegant gown that flowed around him, the carefully styled hair, sparkling earrings, and neatly shaped nails. In that moment, he sensed not just a visual evolution but the dawning of confidence that had quietly replaced years of uncertainty. "I don't feel like I'm pretending," he whispered, and Sophie's knowing smile assured him, "because you aren't." With an arm slipped around Sophie's waist, he expressed gratitude, but it was her kiss on his cheek that sealed this journey of trust and self-discovery. The gala unfolded like a breathtaking dream, each moment outshining the last. Crystal chandeliers shimmered overhead, casting a gleaming light that danced across the ballroom's polished floors. The air was filled with vibrant melodies that drifted seamlessly, wrapping around the laughter and joyous conversations of the couples twirling on the floor. Fashionably dressed and radiant, guests complimented each other's gowns without a second thought, a chorus of admiration that created an atmosphere of camaraderie and celebration. But amidst the sea of elegance, some guests noticed something special about two particular attendees. Whispers suggested they must be sisters, as they shared an effortless charm and grace that drew admiration. Each time laughter bubbled forth from their lips, it was like music weaving through the room, carrying away the reservations of those around them. For Daniel, the realization that nobody was judging, that no curious eyes were piercing through their bubble of bliss, was a sweet liberation. The anxiety he had harbored quietly dissolved, replaced by a feeling of acceptance as he reveled in the enchanting night. Later in the evening, Sophie excused herself to grab drinks, leaving Daniel momentarily basking in the glow of the evening. While unwinding beside a balcony overlooking the enchanting gardens, he was approached by a woman whose smile felt warm even from a distance. Her words were laced with kindness as she complimented his dress, and instinctively, Daniel felt a rush of delight. When she jested about buying him a drink if he was alone, an unexpected thrill surged through him. But as he flashed his wedding ring into the light, he admitted with gentle humor that his wife was just fetching drinks. This harmless encounter brought unexpected waves of nostalgia. The woman, eyes sparkling with admiration, declared Sophie a lucky woman, a compliment met by Daniel's proud admiration for his partner. When Sophie returned with drinks, the brief yet delightful interaction felt like a snapshot of a fairy tale in motion, confirming that they belonged to each other. With laughter and warmth shared, Daniel couldn't help but reflect on what the evening offered, and for the first time in a long while, he felt not only accepted but cherished. In the twilight of the night, they swayed to the rhythm, their souls intertwined in a perfect harmony. Each twirl on the dance floor whispered secrets of vulnerability and trust, a shared celebration of their authentic selves. As they drove home, tired yet beaming, the gentle glow of streetlights illuminated their faces, revealing the essence of a love unmasked. Daniel's words hung in the air, a profound realization that the evening was not about mere appearances but an intimate revelation of self to the one who mattered most. Sophie's light touch mirrored the warmth of their connection, each stolen glance reinforcing their bond. The following morning, as the remnants of the night faded, their hearts held tightly to the memory, a testament that love flourishes in acceptance and honesty, crafting a sanctuary where every version of themselves is met with open arms.